You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Bam. All right, baby.
Oh my God, the flowers are getting bigger.
They're getting
and bigger.
All right. DJ, what's up, Playboy?
No flowers for you.
How you doing, my man?
Everything good.
All right, it's a pleasure, fam.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, TK Kirkland.
Yeah, show the love, everybody.
Welcome
Everybody,
back,
let's get the love
Don't
and
you
energy.
hate envy because I got flowers from TK.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Thank
He's
you.
a
That's
gentleman.
right. That's right.
You don't bring flowers in here for me every day.
Well, not all the time.
Yeah, I got you tampons before. That's worse than flowers.
And by the way, he used some of them. So it was a
Ooh,
half-used box
let me
of
tell you
tampons.
something, yo. This young lady, no matter where I see her around the world, has the quickest comebacks.
Doesn't she?
I've ever seen.
She does.
And that's why she's hosting my show this weekend,
That's
tomorrow
right.
night. At the Carolines on Broadway at 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday. I'm so excited.
And me and the girls from Lip Service will be there also. So shout out to Gigi and L'Oreal.
Yeah, it's gonna be off the chain. So get your tickets, everybody, because we ain't playing.
Yeah, TK's buying all the ladies flowers, drinks,
That's
everything.
right. I sure do.
Now, how do you have time, TK? It seems like you're always on the road. It
He's
seems like
never
you're always
here.
doing the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, how do you have time to do new material? How do you practice it? How do
But
you
you know
go
what?
through it?
My life and meeting people like you guys and just walking through the street can give you material. You know, like one of the things I'm getting irritated about is how the old people are truly taking advantage of the handicap situation in the airport.
What you mean?
With the wheelchairs. Like I see them getting out the car walking, but they want to pass everybody so they act like they can't walk and get to the wheelchair.
I just saw somebody do that the other day
That's
in
a
the
new
airport.
thing because I'm in the
Yes.
airport every day, right? So I'm watching them, and then they get mad when they forget about them before they go through the
just
metal
leave 'em on the
detector.
side of the side
They
by
leave them there.
themselves. Leave 'em there, yeah.
But they get up and walk and try to find a supervisor. Excuse me, I've been sitting here for a long time. I need to get through security. So that's important to me. I watch stuff like that.
That's important.
Yeah, you know, I like to watch it.
I saw somebody do that the other day. They were going through the metal detector,
Yes.
and you have to get out of the wheelchair to go through.
Right.
So I just told them like stand up and walk through on regular. I was like, wait a minute.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I did
You've
that
done
one
it
time.
before?
You did it once?
Absolutely. You know, I was late for my flight.
Right.
Me and my wife.
Right.
And my wife at the time, just a couple years ago, she was like 2 months pregnant.
Right.
And I was like, look, my wife's pregnant. We need to get her a thing.
Take
She can't
advantage
walk.
of it.
And you know what?
Yep.
They walked us right through. We
Right
made that
through.
flight.
Well, y'all should always make it because your wife is always pregnant.
That is true. that is true.
That's
But
hilarious.
it works well.
Right. And see, and I'm older than y'all. See, it was a time you can get to the airport. Your flight leave at 1, and you can get there at 12:45.
Absolutely.
Forget it now.
Absolutely.
You can make
You
the
can make it.
plane.
Absolutely.
I don't
Envy
know
still
what.
does that now.
I don't know what changed.
What changed? You got to go through security.
Yeah, because back in the day, what you can get there at 12:45 with your bags and everything and make the flight.
You could even probably go to the gate even if you didn't have a ticket and say goodbye
You
to
could
somebody.
say I'm a hustler, so you could also go under somebody else's name without them checking your ID.
So what? When could you
Now,
ever
why
do
would
that?
you do that?
You can have a different. This is before they showed your ID under the light.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could just back in the day when people was rapping cocaine and wearing keys and with women on they skirts. Oh, homie.
Wait, you did all that?
No, I just know people did all
God
that.
damn, TK.
I said I know people that do that.
I don't know that situation now, TK.
But that's how far the game has changed. That's how come I am a true passenger of Southwest Airlines.
Really?
It's because I don't care. I don't care about first class.
There
I
is
don't
no
care
first class in Southwest.
No, I care about bag fees.
They charge you bag fees? No.
No, there's no bag fee.
But don't
Really?
you have to scramble for a seat on Southwest?
No. There's a trick to doing that too, but I can't put that on the air because I don't want nobody to take advantage of my situation. And whenever you get a hookup, you don't expose it because then the hookup get taken away,
Gotcha.
and then you become a regular person.
Gotcha.
But they treat me real good when I go to
Yeah,
Southwest.
I did that one time. Remember Charlamagne put us on it?
Let me tell you how
Was it on
cheap
Spirit
he
or
is.
Southwest?
We had to do a show, and it was his show, so he was like,
Right.
"Yo, I'm gonna book y'all
It
flight."
was in Myrtle Beach.
It was Southwest,
Right.
and I never flew a Southwest before. So when
Right.
I get there, they're like, "Sir, you gotta
Ooh.
wait in line." I was like, "I don't have a seat." It was like, "You have to wait in line, and then first come, first serve." I was like, "So this is like the bus? You got to get in and chase?" She was like, "Yes." I was like, "Can I get an upgrade?" She was like,
Right.
"It's a $20 upgrade."
That's true.
I paid the $20 upgrade, and the lady paid the $20 upgrade too, but she had her whole family. What she did was she jumped on the flight first and laid on the seat and says, "I'm saving these seats for my family who was in the back of the line."
Man.
Yeah.
So when we get off the air, I'll tell you how to.
I'm never flying Southwest again.
Yeah, but you got every now. Yeah, but you rich though.
It might happen.
I ain't rich,
Envy,
right?
it might have to happen. Say you miss a flight, the only thing you can
Yep,
do is
that's
get
true.
I'll walk.
Southwest to get there.
I'll walk.
No, Southwest is cool.
It did make me.
Yeah,
It
Southwest
makes
cool.
things like that make me nervous because I get to the airport super early all the time because
Yes.
I want to make sure
You're
I'm
professional. I
settled.
like that about you.
But with Southwest, it don't matter. And I remember that one time I felt so anxious. Like, what if I end up in the middle seat in the
Right.
back? And
Right,
so,
right.
You know, and
Yeah,
there's
that's true
nothing-
too. But you can check your bags with them. They're the cutoff time is like 30 minutes.
Really?
Where everybody else is an hour.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know, so I'm just a connoisseur of planes.
I
The
can
only
see.
plane I won't fly is the yellow
What's the
What's
yellow?
that?
Spirit.
Oh, Spirit, yeah.
I thought Spirit and
Well, they're
Southwest
always
was the
late
same.
and canceled and stuff.
That yellow plane is just embarrassing to me.
Like,
I'm not
they
getting
gonna
on
see
no
you
yellow
pull up.
bird, yo. I just can't do it. Shout out to Spirit, though. Shout out to
Now
Spirit.
let's talk about a lot today. Now
Yes.
I want to talk about art versus artists.
Okay.
All right. Now, with everything that's going on with Bill Cosby, of
Yes.
course, and things are going on with R. Kelly and
Yes.
Kanye West. How do you feel about an artist's art? Do you think that the art should be subjected to what they do?
That's a good question. Well, most people, believe it or not, when most artists talk, it's something that they've experienced. That's how it comes through.
Correct.
And you can feel it. So when you listen to, let's take Bill Cosby, when you go back in his history and you see the stories about Spanish Fly,
Right.
and all that kind of stuff, he was joking about it, but that's how he really moved. You understand what I'm saying? With R. Kelly's situation was
The
he was a
Pied Piper.
player and all that and doing, but he took it to a whole nother level because you can't mess with children that's underage, especially once you start having girls and you understand how you have to protect them. So everybody has sabotaged themselves based on their journey. Meaning you have to take what comes out of your mouth very, very serious. That's how come I'm glad all the trouble that I was in was in the 90s
Right.
when I was young because it helped me create character.
Right.
It helped me to know the right thing to do and to protect your family because when you have kids and a family, you don't want to embarrass them.
Right. And
And
guess there
with
was no
R.
social
Kelly,
media
he
back
wrote
then, too.
"Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" for Aaliyah. And
You're right.
married her.
You sure
That's
did.
Definitely a.
But back then, for some reason, you could get away with it. But all this has caught up to everybody.
Caught up to them
brother.
crazy.
And my thing is, I just want men. I take this situation and even talk about it in my show. I need men to start getting back into being gentlemen, right? Because even if you buy a woman a drink, she doesn't owe you anything. A man's supposed to buy a woman a drink anyway because that's for your time. Like, baby, let me get you a drink. That's for your time. I don't need to sweat you. And we need to go back into knowing how seducing women. See, back in my day, you seduced a female. And what that means is with clever conversation, the way you smelled, the way your car looked, the restaurant that you went to. You didn't self-park. You ain't parked 9 blocks away. And the girl ankles, her knees and stuff hurt before she get there. That's how come your money got to be right when you date.
But I agree with you, and I think a lot of, and I know people are gonna hate this, but I know a lot of independent women feel differently. I'm from
That's
the school
so true.
where
You're
my
right.
dad taught me, no, this is what you do. You open the door.
That's
you
right.
Pay for
That's
dinner.
right.
You make sure that
That's
even
right.
even when I go out with Yee, right,
Yes.
and Yee got her friends, the majority of the time, I pay for at least half, if not the whole meal, when I go out with you.
I don't
Yee
wanna-
be having 6 people with her.
I
so
don't want to
Right.
spread a false. I
Right.
don't want to spread a false narrative.
Okay.
I
out
do.
there.
I
I
love
do.
her.
I do.
But I understand what you're saying. And there are
Yes, Envy,
women.
you do sometimes.
Thank
And
you.
there are women who take that independent thing too seriously. And a matter of fact,
Too
I just had
seriously.
a conversation with a young lady last night, and what I was explaining to her was, at the end of the day, you still have to be a lady. You still have to let a man be a man. But because of the devalue of men over the years, a lot of men don't have value anymore.
Now let's talk about that, right? Because this is a great topic, right? I was talking to my wife about this the other day. A man, and this is gonna sound crazy, wants to feel needed sometimes.
Why is that crazy?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a lot of times women want to do things themselves, but I wanna pay for my wife's stuff. She can do it herself. She can afford it, but I want to
Right.
open the door. I want to, buy her expensive things. Even when we were dating, there was no, you take the first date, I take the second
I
date.
respect that.
I got all the dates.
You know, with the
I
wage
respect that.
disparity, y'all make more than us for the same jobs anyway, so you guys should pay.
I don't know if it's done that way.
I don't know if that's the reason why.
Yeah, I don't know if it's done that way, but I think based on how you're raised and you really feeling someone, you should do it. That's how come it all goes back to make sure your paper's right.
Right.
And it goes back to being qualified. In my show now, I talk about you got to be qualified to date. You want a nice car, you just can't get in the Benz. You got to qualify.
So
You want a
saying-
nice house, you got to qualify.
So you got to qualify to be on a date.
You got to qualify to even approach a woman. like your mindset, your money, everything about you has to be a positive direction so that when you say hello, your intentions are good. Men are walking up to women with no good intentions. And every woman should try to hear what a man's platform is. You know how presidents and councilmen go around the country to get you to vote?
Yeah.
Well, a man has to have a platform. This is what I would like to do for you.
But men, we don't want our men to be like our men to be like politicians.
Right?
Either.
No. I'm using
Politicians will say anything, and men might also say anything.
No, listen. I want you to change your mindset just for a second.
Okay.
That's not what I actually mean. I just mean when I walk up to you and like you said you have a boyfriend, and I said, well, you look like you need a husband. So take my number and let me holler at you later. Depending on your mindset, you may not want a boyfriend. I mean, a husband. You might just want to stay in whole status stage for a while.
What you call it?
I call it whole stage status.
Why is that whole status if you have a boyfriend?
Well, I said no, not if you have a boyfriend. I'm saying whole status if you just don't want to get totally into a commitment with the man.
Well, TK, it's cuffing season.
Yes, that's funny. That's hilarious.
So for yourself, what are you going to do? You are on the road all the time.
I belong to everybody.
Yeah, you know what?
What does that mean?
That means if you walk up to me and say, TK, we're going out, I'll go out with you.
He's community property.
Yeah, I date everybody.
So TK, if you date everybody, that means from what you say that every woman that you go out with, you take care of everything because you're
I take everything. Oh, there's no doubt about it.
So basically you got to make sure your money's great because you could be taking every chick.
That's so true. And believe it or not, that's why I really don't date. Because one, I can't do it with my schedule. Like I told Angela a year ago, I'll see her this year. She's like, "Oh, you're not gonna see me for a year?" I said, "Even with her birthday, I was
He
one
was like,
trip to New York.
I want to take you out for your birthday, but I got to schedule it 12 months in advance."
That's how tight my schedule is because I manage myself. You know, I'm my own manager, my own agent, so I know exactly what I'm doing. Believe it or not, for the next 15 years.
15 years.
15 years. I know. Not every 365 days a year, but the majority, I know what I'm doing for the next 15.
Now, what about Louis C.K., since we're talking about separating the art from the artist, right? We see he's trying to get back into doing his stand-up, and, we just saw the interview where he would ask women, can I masturbate in front of you?
That was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. But one of the young ladies, comedians, said she let him do it.
She was fine with it. She thought it was funny. And then sometimes she'd be like, yes, sometimes she would be like, no. And obviously, if she says yes and he does it, that's not really.
What was the point of that, though? Was he trying to hide him? He just thought that it was like comedy?
It might be like a fetish that he has. I believe that everybody has a fetish.
What is my fetish?
Uh-oh. You know what it is, but you're trying to decide if you want to say it.
No, I really don't.
Here's something you do that's a little off the beaten path.
What's your fetish, E?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's hear TK's
I
first.
really don't know what my fetish is. I know I like I'm just attracted to women. Is that a fetish? I like.
No, that's not a fetish.
That's not a fetish. I don't
That's
know,
a fetish.
yo. Like, give me an example of what a fetish is.
Like
know.
Envy likes
Do
to
you
dress up like a cowboy with his butt,
That
his
is
butt
not
cheeks
true.
out.
That is not true.
That's not true,
Hilarious,
Envy?
girls. Straight comedian.
I told her
love
one time that me and my wife, we role play sometimes. And
Okay.
one time I was a
That's his
cowboy.
fetish. He
I
likes
had
to
the
role play.
cowboy hat on. That's
Right.
all I said. She added assless chaps. She added stirrups. She added.
You
Can you
did?
do it mentally too? A fetish?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the truth, I believe I like breaking in people's houses and tying the husband up and having sex in front of the
husband?
girl in front of the husband
That
and
might-
just watch her come and then
I don't
walk
know-
away and
I don't
leave
know if that's a
everybody.
fetish. That might be a crime,
He took it
TK.
too far. Just a little bit.
That might be.
That's hilarious.
All right.
That
Well,
might be a
TK, thank you so much for coming through.
Jeez. Definitely not telling TK where I live now.
What is he doing? What's going on?
So we got
Oh my God.
If this a fetish, I got a fetish.
Yo, now everybody gonna be keeping their girl away. Like, don't let them over the house. Don't let her. Why is TK on this block?
Jeez.
Don't let him send you an Uber. Your address.
Oh my God! I'm sorry about that. I got
just
carried
got
away,
crazy,
people.
okay?
I'm
Well.
sorry. I allowed something to come out. I was like, oh my
So
God.
what crimes
what's
do you
wrong
like
with
to
TK?
commit?
No, right, I'm good now. Let's talk about loyalty in this business. Now,
Yes.
are you loyal to people that are loyal to you? And is there any loyalty in the comedy world?
There's no loyalty.
Okay.
And what you find out in life and just general,
Right.
you do right by people, and you got to know if you're doing it from your heart or you're doing it for something in return.
Right.
You know, I was taught by my mom a long time ago when I was putting people on. She asked me, did you do it from your heart or was you expecting something in return? I said to her, I did it from my heart, but deep down inside, I was really doing it for a return. But as I grew older and continued working, I see that everything has fell in my lap organically for me. So that makes you feel good that when you put other people on, then you get your moment. You kind of not worried about.
You could feel like you put somebody else on, and then when they have the opportunity, you might not be thinking, but then you might be like, damn, they could have put me on.
That's true.
And you still could have did it from the heart.
You still could have did it from the heart. And you grow and realize that people don't think the way you think.
Correct.
And once you get that out your system, you got to go because you got to let it go. Because it really, if you're not strong, it really can make you upset.
Right.
You get to have hate towards a person. You want to hurt them and all that kind of stuff. So you really got to let it go. Because I think I was like that a little bit back in the day. But I just kept grinding. I always stayed working. And I got what I wanted. So, I mean, I'm 34 years in the business.
Right.
So that's a long time.
Absolutely.
On a consistent basis. So I like that.
Now, I know you've been watching all this comic beef that's been going on between people, but you managed to stay out of that mix.
I stay out because I'm grown. You know, I see the kids playing, you know. So when I see the kids playing, I look at them and I wish them well, and hopefully they'll work it out. But it's not something I want to get involved in because that's just not the way I move. You know, you guys know me a long time. I'm really a triple OG. To even discuss it is beneath my intelligent level.
Nobody comes at you, though.
No, nobody comes at me. You know, not that I'm a bad guy or anything like that. I just stay in my lane, just try to be a gentleman and keep it moving. That's it.
I'm looking forward to your Carolines this weekend. Now, what
Are
else
you coming, Envy?
Are you going to come?
Yeah, I'm coming, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, so you hosting with us?
Yeah, come to one of the shows.
Okay, cool.
Because, you know, Envy got his car show going down.
That's right, next
Yeah,
Saturday.
my family's in there with you.
Who's that?
RB. DB.
DB who?
The 10 cars from Jersey.
Harlem, yes.
Yeah,
I know
Harlem,
exactly who you are.
We call him DB.
DB, yeah, he's, now, TK's guy is crazy. Like, when I say he leads with money, was like, yeah, I want to put 20 cars in the show. Where you at right now? I'm
That's
like, what do you
right.
mean? He was like, I want to give you this money right now. I'm
Right now.
I'm like, you could PayPal me. He was like, no.
Yeah, and he drove an hour away. He called me.
He was like, I want to give you this cash right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, with my kids and family. He said, nah, I'm waiting. He was like, I'm waiting on 125th Street.
Old school.
I'm like, man, it's
DB.
You make me say it like it's drugs. He's like, I'll be here for a little bit. I'm gonna go get some Willie's burgers and I'm like,
well, TK usually rolls up here with a bag of money too.
Well, it all depends. You know, I don't want to put that out because I don't really roll with. I don't roll with security, and it's not that I'm trying to fight anybody. It's just that when you've been in trouble as much as me,
right,
you don't want to go back.
Correct.
Because they throwing you under the seat. I don't understand what these people see. That I don't get it. They throwing you under the jail.
Correct.
I don't even want to be in front of a judge. And what kids are not understanding is that they getting ready to get rid of bail bondsmen. Bail is going to be done.
That's right. You got to have your own money.
Yeah, you're going to be stuck. And that's how they're going to fill the jails up. Because what people don't know that you are a commodity to the people in jail. If you get locked up, you pay bills. You know how I know I was grown and grew up a little bit? The other day, somebody cut me off so crazy. Cut me off cut me off and then stopped in front of me, rolled down the window, started screaming at me. Right.
And usually...
Why would that just happen?
Huh?
You had to have contributed to this in some way.
No, I was minding my business. I actually was just minding my business.
So someone just cut you off, stopped in front of you, and then yelled at you?
Yeah, you know the merging lane? I'm the type of person, I go way to the end to merge. I go to the last bit. He merged before I did, and he was mad that people were coming around merging.
Right.
So he cut me off totally. Wow. Now, mind you, he cut me off so disrespectful that if I didn't have the option in my car that brakes for you, I would have crashed into him, right?
You must have looked non-threatening to him.
I don't know. But he rolled out when he started cursing me out.
She's the type of girl that get you shot.
She'll get you shot.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, baby, you let him punk you?
And you
got
that's
right.
But he's sitting there screaming, and I'm thinking to myself, I should get out and whoop this nigga ass. But I said, you know what? I let him talk.
That's
and
right.
I said, "Are you done, sir? You can go now."
Yep, that's how you got to do
that
it.
wasn't usually. I'd have took the change out my thing. I used to have bottles in my thing just for that, and I didn't.
But truthfully, he had on his cowboy outfit. He didn't want to get out there with his ass
chaps on. You are hilarious, yo! I told you. Everybody, make sure you come to Caroline's tomorrow night at 10 p.m. and Saturday. This girl is hilarious. That's like I'm gonna have to put on the show.
No, I'm not doing no jokes. I'm gonna get out there.
I just want you to MC.
I'm just gonna be there and I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
And they're going to turn the red light on.
But have some fun. I want you to have some fun. Because you fun, babe. I swear to God. That's why I got
Well,
you.
my girls are going to be with me, so we're going to have a
Angela.
good time. As a matter of fact, we have a lip service game.
Okay.
And so maybe I'll bring a couple of those questions.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good.
And people in the audience can participate.
Right, yeah. I just think you hilarious. Always have thought that.
I called Angelique's dad, right?
Okay.
And I said,
My dad works he manages a dentist's office. My uncle's a dentist.
Oh,
And I
okay.
said-
I knew you had money in your family. I could tell by your skin tone.
I said, I really wish I was your son so I could punch my sister and not have any problems with it.
Hilarious.
You know, I really just want to punch her, but I
Because
can't. But if she was my sister, I could.
Her jokes come out of nowhere.
Right.
What?
And you don't expect to come from that small person. And when
Small person.
when you get hit, you think she was big.
Right.
You're like, did she just knock me down? Like, that's the kind of joke she comes at you with. I love it.
Well, anyway, TK Kirkland this weekend at Caroline's, and we're going to come support you, and we
I'm
appreciate
excited.
you for
We're
joining
gonna have
us
a good time.
all
Do
the
we
time.
get free drinks and stuff? Like since we're
Yes,
hosting?
absolutely.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, if we have time, I would like to promote my comedy album
Go ahead.
that drops tomorrow.
Tell us
and
about
I'm
it.
excited about it.
Who raised you?
Called Gangster Conversation. I did the remake of Orange Juice Jones, Walking in the Rain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful. I got him singing the hook. We have,
You have Orange Juice Jones for real singing the hook?
Yeah, I got Orange Juice Jones really
It's
singing
not a
the hook.
sample. It's him like.
No, it's actually him in the studio.
Wow.
Where'd you
Yeah.
find Orange Juice Jones?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing about this particular song. Last year when
That's
I
a
dropped the
stalker song.
album "Who Raised You," it went #9 on Billboard. I wanted to know who was the 8 other people that was
In
ahead
front
of me.
of
I'm
you.
just a competitor dude.
Right.
So it was country singers doing all stupid stuff, and they wasn't even comedians. And I said, "Oh, y'all want to do that?" So I recorded Orange Juice Jones in 1992.
Also, you had this.
I had this song since 1992. Went in the studio in January because I was filming my Netflix special in Miami with Lil Wayne, Baby, and Extentation. And I had him on. I got him on the song to do a little bit for me. Matter of fact, he's in the animated video that I'm dropping also tomorrow.
That's
And,
exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's an animated video.
That song was a very scary song when it came out. That Walking in the Rain
Now,
song.
why would you think it was good? Because he was stalking her.
He was like,
He was stalking her, but he
was like,
caught her.
yeah, what'd you do today?
Right,
He's
that
like,
is true.
I missed you so much, I followed you.
That is so true. When you think, I told
That's
you she's
scary.
funny,
Who
yo.
does that?
But my Walking in the Rain is pretty much showing in the subliminal message about men being hypocritical. See, it's about a man checking a woman, but also I'm going on different dates with different women, and men will do that, but I want to check their girl if she's cheat. If
Yeah,
she
thank
cheats.
you, TK. You over here with us.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
thank
can
you.
see because most men are hypocrites.
I like
They are.
this.
Yeah, am I right?
Absolutely.
They'll kick it with everybody. And as soon as they girl, like a dude told me
Right.
that he saw his girl on the phone. She was in a car with another dude. He was in the car with another girl. He saw her in the car, left her at the light, said, "Yo, get out the car." She said, "Well, we're not even together." He left the chick that he was with to be with his girl and took her out the car, left that chick, and they left.
Sound like a match made in heaven to
Wow.
me.
Is that insane? So, yes, please tomorrow.
You're right. Guys are hypocrites because guys
They
will
are.
like fuck 20 girls and
Yep.
you suck one dick and they mad.
That's so true. And that and kill you.
It's crazy.
And really put
Be
some
like, what
harm
about
to
what you
you.
was doing? That's not even important.
That's
That's not even important.
Right.
Yeah, that is so true. So everybody, Gangster Conversation tomorrow. Make sure you pick it up.
You have a
Make sure you
book
pick up
too?
the video. The book comes out next year. I was going to do everything all at one time, but then I started to realize I was defeating the purpose.
I apologize. We apologize.
Right. How do you
And so
know about
what's
that? I
so
told you
what's
about that?
No, but what is that about? We do research.
I want to know how you found. Are you stalking me?
I missed you so much. I followed you.
I told you she's funny, y'all. I told you.
She's good.
Yeah, but I apologize. We apologize. It's going to be about. It's going to be a manual to help men and women pick the right person to have children with. Because one of the worst things of our generation is sleeping with the wrong person.
Yep.
And having that mother or father that you got to remember for the rest of your life. Now, people will remember like, oh, I love my child. But every time you look at that kid, if it's not with the wrong person, to me, it's God reminding you every day for the rest of your life the motherfucking mistake you made.
There you go. There you go. Well,
You know, so that's what we want to try to prevent.
Well, TK Kirkland's and Caroline's all weekend long. Get your tickets right now at carolines.com. Tell them the times again.
Yes, 10 p.m. tomorrow night, Saturday, 10 p.m. And like I said, we have lip service. Angela Yee, DJ Envy's coming through. Charlamagne the God is coming through, even though he's not here. But I rolled up on him at the book side because he was trying to get away from me. So I had to go get him on. Yep, gangster conversation. Salute.
All right. Well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's TK Kirkland.
Yo, I've known you a long time. Like I know when you were skinny, I just met the beautiful Angela, and I remember when Charlamagne was dark skin.
Charlamagne was dark skin,
and I just realized that because his skin is getting lighter. See how when you get money, you know, you start getting skin tone.
He says it's moisturizer.
It's a moisturizer.
Well, he has this device in his house that he lays in.
Right.
So it depletes the color while he lays in there. It's kind of like a sunbed, but it's the opposite of a tanning bed.
Is that right? God bless.
You think his armpits are like, because when you bleach, right?
Because he bleaching.
I don't know if he bleaching that.
Nah. Next year he gonna be your complexion.
No, man.
I guarantee. Watch, we said it first. Next year, Charlamagne will be Banana Charlamagne.
Yo, give everybody your Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff.
Yo, everybody, you can follow TK Kirkland at TK_Kirkland, Twitter, TK_Kirkland, and my website is the official TK Kirkland.
Was there somebody had taken TK without the _Kirkland?
You know what? I don't know. See, when you talk about I'm gonna tell you where you get me, right? If you have anything about social media, I'm stuck.
We can tell.
We tried to take a picture with TK just now, and he had a shutter on, so it was like 1,000 pictures.
It took 1,000 pictures at once.
He didn't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do. And see, anything with that, like I just started live on Instagram yesterday,
right?
Less than 24 hours,
right.
And I'm excited. You can't tell me nothing.
Because people can interact with you immediately.
And I got to start doing that.
All right, well, give them your MySpace page.
I love this guy.
See, this is always a stab.
Because when I used to date a woman that was on MySpace all the time, and she was cheating on me, right?
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
because I was illiterate to the computer business, I couldn't follow up on the game. I had to wait until one day she left. The thing opened, and I didn't really want to look at the computer. I just saw the light on, so I opened it, and it was But MySpace was one of the reasons in relationships it went downhill. See, because y'all wasn't around. The downfall of the player happened May 15th, 1988. You know what happened May 15th, 1988? Star 69 and Call ID was invented. And you'll see the rest on the show at Caroline's on Broadway at 10 p.m. with the hilarious Angela Yee and DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. And that's it, yo. May your pain be champagne. Salute.
All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.